It's no secret that it's so much more difficult to succeed with a brand new YouTube ads account as compared to an aged one that has a lot of spend and conversion history on it. And unfortunately, if you do have a brand new ad account, you can't even begin to leverage some of the most powerful features that Google has to offer for advertisers. But I will say you can actually succeed if you set up your new account in the correct way and use these campaign types. Don't worry, I'll cover exactly how to do that in this video right here. And more importantly, I'll also cover what not to do. By the way, if you are brand new to the channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Neil. And for the last 8 years, I've been running a YouTube ads agency called Links Digital. And if you're interested with working with us or learning from us, check the top link in the description below. So the biggest reason why aged accounts do so much better than brand new accounts is because Google has so much data on aged accounts that it's able to use machine learning and its AI algorithms to make sure your ads are seen by the right people. So on a brand new account in the beginning, Google has very little data to go off of. So it'll place your ads out in the open and try and get as many eyeballs as possible when it's trying to find the right audience for your ads, which can be very expensive. However, once it starts spending money and learning, and it does this through conversion data, Google can then go ahead and place your ads in front of people who it thinks is most likely to convert on your ads. And it's because Google is so massive and has so much data collectively. In fact, it even has more precise targeting parameters than even what's available on the ads dashboard, that it can go out there and find your ideal customers. So our job when first setting up a brand new account is going to be cognizant of the fact that Google needs this initial data and helping it get through that learning phase as quickly and cheaply as possible. So the first thing that we're going to do on a brand new ads account is, one, to make sure that conversion tracking is set up correctly so that once the account starts spending, you are getting the correct conversions coming in and Google can learn on its own. The second is, if you already have existing customer data, you upload that for Google to build its initial targeting lists with. So if you have anything like a email list or a customer list, you're going to want to upload that to your audience manager, as well as if you have a organic YouTube channel with a substantial following, you are going to want to connect that with your ads account as well. I won't go into detail on how to do those two specific things because I've already made videos on this channel that cover that step by step. So be sure to check those out after this video. And obviously subscribe to the channel because we have tons of other tutorials on this channel for you. So please subscribe and check out those videos. All right, the next thing we're going to do on a brand new ads account is going to be setting up remarketing audiences from day one. And the reason we want to do this from day one is, one, we want to collect data and populate audiences. And the second reason we want to do this on day one is because unlike Facebook ads, Google or YouTube ads only allow audiences to be backfilled by 30 days. So that means if you have conversion tracking installed and you maybe like link a YouTube channel and you want to remarket to your YouTube subscribers, you can only remarket to your YouTube subscribers who've subscribed in the last 30 days, unless you set up the audience now, and then it'll allow you to do 180 days at a time. So that's why it's super important to set up your remarketing audiences literally day one of your account. All right, let me show you exactly how to do this. So we're inside my ads dashboard, and don't worry if yours doesn't look the exact same. This is just the new appearance that they're slowly rolling out. Either way, you're just going to want to go under your tools. Sometimes it will be up here, but for us in this new layout, it's on the left here. We're going to go into Tools, Shared Library, Audience Manager. All right, so inside our Audience Manager, we're just going to go into your data segments, click the plus button, and then we can go into YouTube users or website visitors, right? Depending on what sort of remarketing audiences you're setting up. And again, if you don't know how to run remarketing campaigns, I recommend you watch this video. Something will pop up on the screen. But for our example, let's say we're doing people that have subscribed to or liked the video in the past 30 days, right? So pre-fill segment within the past 30 days. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly why you want to start from day one, but you can go here past 180 days, but it'll only pre-fill with the past 80 days of data. So you want to set this up right away. And then you just label this. So liked any video, and then boom. now we have our audiences set up. And you want to do this for every step of the funnel or every single audience that's available to you. All right, now that we have audiences figured out, let's talk about campaigns and how you're going to set them up for a brand new account. When you are working with a brand new account, you aren't necessarily trying to hit it out of the park on the first campaign, though sometimes people get lucky. That is usually not the norm. With every new account, we're trying to accomplish two things. One is get as many conversions in as possible so that Google can start getting data and optimizing. And then two, validate our creative, so our video ads. So we want to validate that our video ads are actually engaging enough to be profitable, especially when we start scaling. With creative, the general rule of thumb is that you want a great click-through rate. If your click-through rate is not super high right out of the gate, it's probably an indication that your ad is not engaging enough. And even as you get more data, it probably won't turn profitable. You know, I will say as a caveat, sometimes we have ads that have a click-through rate of 0.05% and they're still profitable from day one. That does happen. They may not be the most engaging ads, but they are profitable. However, that only happens for a very small amount of advertisers and businesses. As a result, I want you to be testing out a lot of different ads, especially in the beginning. I recommend at least a bare minimum of 5 ads, and they have to be 5 different ads, meaning the look is different, the messaging is different, the delivery is different, the actual style of ad is different. So one can be a talking head, one could be a spokesperson ad, one could be an animator ad, one could be a B-roll or a presentation, like a screen share type of ad. You want to just make sure all of these ads look as different as possible, they feel as different as possible, so you can collect the data across the board. And what you're aiming for is a click-through rate of at least 1.5%. So now that we have creative figured out, let's quickly talk about what sort of campaigns that you're going to run. In the beginning, you may not have a great idea on where your customers exist on YouTube. So like creative, I recommend testing out at least 5 different targeting parameters to start off with. And you are going to have to do a little bit of educated guessing here, especially if you have, an existing business, you have existing customers. Take a look at what the avatar of your existing customers are and apply it to YouTube ads. So I'll show you exactly how we do that on my computer again. All right, so we're back inside our audience manager, and instead of going to your data segments, this time we're going to our custom segments. And here we're going to get our few different types of targeting audiences that we can use. So again, we're going to hit create custom audience. So you can name this something like search terms, right? So the first type of audience that I want you to test out is going to be people who have searched for any terms around your business on Google. So let's say you have a dentist office, right? You're a dentist. So I would say tooth pain, that would be something I would say, or how much does Invisalign cost, right? That would be a great search term. The next type of audience that I want you to try out is going to be people who browse similar websites too. So let's say you're a car dealership and you're going to be, going after people who are in the market for a car. So you might target people that go on things like Auto Trader, right? So that would be a great, or one of those car auction websites. That would be another audience type. The third is going to be people who have any purchase intentions. So, right, you can look at type these, or what I like to do is actually cancel, go back and create a brand new campaign. And we'll just do quickly video. We'll just do drive conversions and no goal. And here you get all your other parameters as well. So if you see that your audience is coming in from the US and Canada, they speak English. Bidding we cover in other videos, budgets we cover in other videos. Here I'm just talking about audiences. So here you can add a new audience, and this is going to be interest and detailed demographics. So this is what I was talking about. So let's say you can go in here, people that are in the market of autos and vehicles, right? So we were just talking now, are they in the market for motor vehicles? New, used, or by brand. This is also awesome. People that are looking to buy BMWs, people that are looking to buy Hondas, Jaguars, whatever. And then finally, you can also layer this, and I recommend with all 3 of those types. So we have the search terms, we have the websites visited, and the interest, the in-market audiences. So these are going to be people that are in the market for your specific product or service. You want to layer it with demographics. And again, take an educated guess, take a look at your audience segments, right? If you realize 95% of your existing customers are males, so just take off females. Or you realize that most of your customers are older, maybe you're going after retirees, you just set the age. Or, if they're parents or they're the top top 10% of household incomes, you want to layer those demographics. However, I say layer demographics with all three of those audience types, and I highly recommend that you're doing at least 5 audiences when it comes to testing on a brand new account. Quickly, I want to talk about bidding, right? You always want to start off with maximize conversion. So we go into campaign settings, we're driving conversions, right? So right now in the beginning, you won't have data to go with sales or leads. There's no data, Google can't optimize. So until you get about, let's say, 50 to 100 conversions, right? So whether you're driving for sales or leads, use campaign goal without a guidance, because right now Google doesn't have any data to go off of anyways, right? And then we're just doing drive conversions. In here, we want to go down to maximize conversions. Don't want to use target CPA. Again, usually want to wait for 200 conversions on a brand new account. All you're trying to do is get as much data as you can. And the best way you do that is fill your account with conversions. And this bidding strategy, maximize conversions, helps you achieve that. So that is exactly how you set up a brand new YouTube ads account for success. Again, if you want a lot more in-depth tutorials, definitely check the description for our full flagship course. We have over 300 students, all who are super satisfied. A lot of them have made 6, 7, and even a few have made over 8 figures with the exact course that we're putting in the description down below. So definitely check it out, and I'll see you in the next one.